And just into 10 on your side, the name of the man shot by police in Norfolk's Ghent neighborhood.
Police killed 22-year-old Joshua Johnson when they say he hit the officer with his car. Chopper 10 flew above the scene moments after it happened at the Wells Fargo on 21st and Colonial. After the smoke cleared, Johnson was dead and the officer on his way to the hospital. 10 on your side's Jason Marks has been there all day. And Jason, what's the latest from witnesses and police?
Well, Tom, I just spoke with one just a short time ago who did not want to go on camera, but he gave me some really good insight into what happened here today. Now, he said he was parked over here in the spot right in front of the bank, and he says what happened is the suspect's car pulled in here, pulled in the drive-thru closest to the teller. He said the officers, one came around from front, and one came around the back of that car. And so the car was right here. That's when the driver, Johnson, put that car into reverse, hit the officer who was right here, and then the other officer who was in front of the car started firing. Johnson hit the curb and then came back this way. Now remember, he's in reverse, peeling out backwards at this point, and you can see he hit this pole, you can see the damage there, and then he kept going until he finally hit that building. But remember, there were so many people around at the time when this was all happening.
You see some stuff out here in Norfolk every now and then, but definitely not like that.
Hours of police investigation all began with seconds of chaos.
Make sure that all units that are on this scene are on our alternate channel.
Norfolk police say it all started at this Wells Fargo on the corner of 21st and Colonial. Officers were called to the bank to check out two suspects who were trying to cash a bogus check. Two officers arrived and found the suspect's car in the bank drive-thru. One approached from the front, the other from behind.
As soon as the cop ran up to the side of the Wells Fargo, I was like, that's weird.
They just started ripping open. Both of them unloaded their magazines in like tandem.
And I see the car, the cream colored car, just kind of like back up really, really fast and kind of like he came up on a hump or something. And then I see the cops are just like, pow, pow, pow.
He just punched it in reverse, went backwards, hit the lamppost.
They were shooting in the car when he was backing up.
Police say the officer who was behind the suspect, 22-year-old Joshua Johnson's car, was hit as Johnson frantically reversed. The officer was rushed to the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. When the car finally came to a stop, the windshield was riddled with bullet holes, at least 10 of them. Johnson died at the scene. This all happened right in the middle of a busy shopping center.
Like my jaw was dropped. It was all just instinctual. I just ran over to try to figure out what was going on.
Police say they also arrested a woman who was in the car. This photo, snapped by a viewer, shows her there in the teal shirt and handcuffs. Those chaotic seconds became hours. Hours of officers working to piece together what happened.
It was definitely pretty crazy.
Yeah, as those shots were going off, definitely a crazy scene out here in Ghent. Now you can see where Johnson's car came to a rest. The marks are still on the wall there. Now, as for the woman who police say was arrested, have not heard her name yet. They have not given that to us, or they have not told us what charges she will be facing. The Norfolk police officer who was hit by Johnson's car, he was taken to the hospital. As we mentioned, he is expected to make a full recovery. That's the latest here in Norfolk. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.